Okay.
Hi, Mr. Nick.
Nothing. Not a chain or lock inside.
Which means it's alright to trust him.
Yeah, it does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. The trial's tomorrow, right? I'm counting on you, dude. Okay, count on me. You can't have mental logs when you don't have anything mental. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client, and we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So now what should we do?
Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Onguard's innocence. We have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Let's do just that. Ist ja schon... Oh, ist ja noch da. Oh, the lawyer dude. So what did you find out? Actually, nothing at all, because I haven't started yet. Probably shouldn't have come here. Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Dachte jetzt nochmal dasselbe. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break, went back to my room, had the post-ceremony stage thing. Was in my Necro Samurai costume. Ja, das ist dasselbe. Oder? Ja, doch, das ist derselbe Text wie vorhin. Gut, dann gehen wir erstmal woanders hin.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you. What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true?
Bitte nicht die...
It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another Steel Samurai doing the most evil of deeds.
You know, that's not entirely...
I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's.
Letztes Mal ist doch auch die Person draufgegangen, von der sie so begeistert war.
Why, oh why, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way, ever since I was a...
Oh Gott. The Class Hamster was fun. Wie bitte? Queen Reaper? Was ist... Ich muss das nachher nochmal lesen. Das klang jetzt ein bisschen interessant. Irgendwas mit einem Klassenhamster. Und sie wurde dann am Ende Queen Reaper genannt? What the fuck? Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened.
Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast.
Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower?
Don't bust me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants.
I guess that's a no.
My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this hard go but dump again.
I don't know what to say.
I ask you, why does every star chief always ends up kicking the bucket? I don't want your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about Juan.
But I haven't said anything.
Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway.
Huh? What woman?
That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent.
Oh nein, nicht die schon wieder.
I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be, and why does she never stop?
Was du grad sagen?
Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word.
Ja? Pearls, are you thirsty? Pearls ist durstig nach Vergebung, die sie nie bekommen wird. Das alles nur ihre Schuld ist.
A little?
Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention, young ones today?
So I'm guessing Miss Olbeck heard everything from Laura. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder.
I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready.
Getting ready for what?
The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards.
Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference.
Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder.
Oh, I see.
But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly.
What?
I saw the most important moment of the night.
Oh, okay. The most important moment you don't mean.
Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today.
Please tell me, what did you see? Oh? Shit.
The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't?
Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please.
If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present.
Okay. Ich habe aber nichts, was ich ihr schenken könnte. Nichts wie weg hier. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Ein paar Backpfeifen für sie, oh ja. Well, I gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Ich glaube, nach Essen wird jetzt keinem zumute sein. Hallway. Oh nein, bitte nicht Sie.
Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer.
Lotta.
Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief showed his face.
What?
Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty.
What is wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright?
Looked here and there, and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera.
Your camera?
Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are.
Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Oh man, Phoenix.
Huh?
First of all, I didn't steal your goddamn camera. So you lost your camera.
It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store about
5 hours. Holy shit. Stell dir mal vor, so eine dumme Tussi labert dich 5 Stunden lang voll, dass du noch mehr Rabatt geben sollst.
I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me this talking to and was really mean about it too. He done made me cry that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear darling expensive sweetie.
Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours?
I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot at anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from a big scoop.
I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. A very expensive item valued at $1,600 was stolen around the time of the murder. Vielleicht war irgendwas drauf, was irgendjemand nicht an die Öffentlichkeit geraten lassen wollte, weil sie einfach nur zufällig irgendwas fotografiert hat. Tolle Bilder von der Polonaise, genau. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder.
Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. On-Guard was arrested.
What were you doing here?
You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story we found, a big scoop to be had.
A big scoop of ice cream? Oh, I'm so funny.
I told you before, I'm going to be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Record, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
I wonder what scoop she was after this time.
Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here, so maybe I wasn't here the entire time.
Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop?
Well, maybe I was. That's what real journalists involve us. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof?
What kind of story was it that you would hang around here for? Oh, come on. Is everybody gonna have a fucking psych lock now?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know.
Not again. Why does everyone have something to... Ja, genau. My words exactly. Ich glaube, sie ist jetzt nicht ganz da, ja. Nicht nur jetzt. Kann sich mit Matt aRdW zusammentun.
We've been stopped, haven't we?
Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm not your enemy. Glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your I rule smile. Was haben wir denn noch? Guards, Hotel Room. Oops.
Where are we?
We're in Matt aRdW's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Oh. We're...
You're Mr. aRdW's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much.
I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer?
You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer.
Oh, das haben wir auch gerade, genau.
Wow. It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. aRdW's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct?
Irgendwie sieht die aus, als könnte man ihren französischen Akzent geben, aber ich glaube, das kann ich nicht so gut. Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I am Adrian...
Nein.
I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business.
Nee, kann ich nicht. Bei Männern kann ich das sogar ein bisschen, aber das ist jetzt zu schwer. Alright. She may be of a small stature, but appearances can be deceiving.
I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. aRdW. In this very room, I might add.
Dinner? Oh, what did you eat?
I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me.
I bet she's a lot of fun at parties.
When the award show was starting, I added for Viola on.
And after the show ended, you came back to this room?
No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby.
Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess.
When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. aRdW. After that, I went to visit Mr. Coridi.
And that's when you found his buddy, isn't it?
You really held strong through everything.
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. Moment, also, kann ich noch mal gucken, wer ist sie jetzt genau? Ich habe das vorhin bei meinem Überlegen, wie ich spreche, total... Oh, ist noch nicht in der Kartei. So, about you and...
Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. aRdW and I are related, are you?
Sorry.
I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer.
I feel no. Why did you have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright?
You're Rob Run.
I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. aRdW's manager.
His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Corida, have one?
No, he did not.
He didn't?
Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios, and that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars.
I see.
This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly. You're wrong, I'm doing this to help Miss Maya.
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? You were the one taking care of the arrangement for this press conference, right?
Yes, that's right. But Mr. Ongard said he didn't know about it. Is that what he said? Huh? Actually, I didn't know all the details either. It was a request from the publicity department. All I did was help out and do what I was asked. Oh, I see.
I wonder about that. Wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details. Okay, da hat sie nicht so. Auch nicht. Auch nicht. Gut, dann habe ich jetzt sonst nichts. Ach doch, ich kann ja Profile präsentieren, das vergesse ich immer. Adrian Andrews, 23. An intelligent woman who seems to have it all together, aRdW's manager. Ich gehe erstmal weiter. It is all her fault.
Mr. Nick, where are we?
We're in Mr. Juan Corridor's room, Pearls.
Mr. Corridor?
The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too.
Oh.
Oh, it's you. So what's happened? The kidnapper, has he contacted you again?
Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Ongard's acquittal.
You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there?
I just want Maya to be alright.
We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal.
Can you do that, even if we want to look around the crime scene?
Just this once, special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal.
Oh, cool.
Here you go, let me see.
Wow, you're giving it to me. Thank you.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Like I did. Well, yeah.
Wir haben es auch ohne die schwer genug.
Mr. Nick, I got a map.
That's great, Pearls.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Oh, okay, dann geht mal her. Ongard's Raum, Corridors Raum ist da drunter, rechts Viola Hall und Lobby. Da steht Partial, gibt's noch eine zweite? Do you know what was the cause of death?
Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal.
It should?
Yeah, here's a picture.
Oh. There's a knife in his chest.
Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon.
So he was stabbed to death.
We're looking at the fingerprints down in the lab right now.
There were fingerprints on the knife?
Yup. It looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Ongard's prints, pal.
That's bad. Real bad. Why was Mr. Ongard arrested?
Because we had evidence on him.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, Juan Corridor, really put up a big fight.
Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of the struggle everywhere. Ich hätte vielleicht auch mal das Zimmer angucken sollen.
Well, yeah, during the fight his button came off.
Mr. Ongard said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammer Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama.
But that's not all.
What?
There was a witness, pal.
A witness? Who is it? Wahrscheinlich Oldbag.
That lady, Miss Oldbag.
Please, anyone but her.
The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something wrong with the Vic that's a little off.
Something that's a little off? As in?
As in, that's for you to figure out, pal.
Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
Okay. There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator.
The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty.
Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut.
Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam too.
Maybe red was his favorite color. wollte eigentlich den Teddybär untersuchen. Okay.
Wow, there are a lot of bears.
Die sind noch von der Party letzte Nacht. Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's hard to bear with all these problems.
I don't think I want to bear what the trauma the last case caused me.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Oh Gott, bitte. Erinnere dich nie wieder an diesen Typen, ich hatte ihn gerade vergessen.
It's so messy here.
Pearl really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please.
Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is. What do you think? I'm fucking stupid?
Oh, for a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya.
Oh.
Okay, here. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Corridor?
I wouldn't know. Guck mal, da ist ein Reiskocher. Okay, dann zur anderen Seite.
So that's a bed, right?
Nein, ich habe den Fernseher angeklickt. Yep, it's big, but it's a bed. Wahrscheinlich ist das der gesamte Bereich da hinten, den man untersucht.
Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft.
Big beds must be a rarity for her. Kann er doch nicht einfach draufgehen. Ja, das war der gesamte Bereich, den man untersucht hat. Okay, was mit dem Essen? It looks like Mr. Corridor had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
We had a lot of food at the award show last night, but I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar's not here.
Maybe you forgot to bring it to the show?
But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Gemma Ninja's signature item.
Ja, das finde ich auch irgendwie komisch, dass er die nicht mit hat. That's true. Oh. This guitar case is wet. But it's only wet on the top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case.
This is water, isn't it? Ist mir auch aufgefallen. Da ist... Oh, next to the victim. Empty. There's some water, but only on top of the lid. Hier, da ist halt sowas. Ich dachte erst, das wäre Blut. Und da liegt einiges Kaputtes auf dem Boden. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Corridor fought his assailant.
What are these bits of glass from?
A flower vase, maybe? Well, there are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
Well, excuse me. Naja, okay, die Cosmetics sind noch ganz, aber die Bruchteile da sind wahrscheinlich von der Vase. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Oh, tomato juice. I don't really like it much.
There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright?
Ich hab schon so meine Ideen. Okay. Kann ich jetzt wieder mit Gamschuh reden? Habe ich jetzt das bemerkt, was ich bemerken sollte? Oh nein, nicht gut. Ah, ich kann ihm wahrscheinlich die Sachen zeigen. What can you tell me about this guitar case?
Oh, that. This is just what I heard, pal, but that's a Gemma Ninja's signature item.
The guitar case?
No, not that. What do you take me as? I mean the guitar inside, of course, you idiot.
But the guitar is missing.
Yeah, we looked for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an award show.
It's starting to sound like that red guitar is related to this case after all. So about this wine glass?
Oh, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched.
You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe.
No, actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first.
Yeah, Pearl's noticed it before me too. Wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel?
Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here.
Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000 meter dash. Uh-oh.
What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before.
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me.
Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time.
Sorry, I'm gonna make myself scarce. Later, pal.
Whoa! Oder auch nicht.
At last you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change?
So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Hey, don't you dare run away, Scuffy Mac Trenchcoat. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful.
Wow. Detective, come over here for a second.
Oh my god. Ich bin ausgepeitscht.
Also jetzt so ein bisschen brutal.
I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment.
He was so scared he just froze up on the spot.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect persecution record.
Well, that's on you, not on me.
I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine.
Victory is yours?
Is that all this means to you?
What?
Come, Scruffy, the investigation briefing is about to begin.
Yes, sir.
This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor.
Oh, what did she throw at me now?
What is this?
Well, I guess this means I'm gonna get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the criminal affairs department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you.
Moment. Listen.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
The paper's got Mr. Corrida's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
Can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says "To my dearest Wendy" in more normal letters? Moment. Die hieß doch... steht... Ah, da. I'm pretty sure her real name is Wendy Oldbag. Das ist bestimmt das Geschenk, das wir ihr bringen müssen.
This sloppy, unreadable writing? It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Wendy, I've heard that name somewhere before. Dann würde ich sagen, da mir jetzt sonst nichts einfällt, gehen wir mal zu ihr und geben ihr das. Vielleicht bringt das ja schon was. Wo war die? Ich glaube, da musste ich hier... was ist denn jetzt?